Hello, everyone. Oh, excuse me. Welcome back. Goodness gracious, here we are. It's Bob and Lana, and it's the calm before the storm. The storm being the tour starts tomorrow, I think, in Texas. So it's not maybe stormy for Lana, which it might be, but it stresses me out. Anyway, I'm going to pull up a little bit here. Since last I saw you, there's a lot of things I want to talk about. I was stressed out about getting tickets for the Xfinity Center outside Boston here. Now, I'm going to see Lana in a week and a half at the Hollywood Bowl, and that was announced before this concert was. So I don't know if I would have gotten tickets at Hollywood or not, but I'm glad I did. You know, I have a sister out there, and my stepmother who's like 94, and she's still with us, and I'm going to see her. So it'll all work out. Plus, seeing her at the Hollywood Bowl with Courtney Love, it's going to be an iconic kind of concert, so I'm glad I got to go. Anyway, I did get tickets, this whole Ticketmaster thing, and putting the pre-sale password in and waiting for like half an hour. I was getting no response. It wasn't saying there's nothing available. It was just saying, you know, it wasn't going anywhere. So I got frustrated. Then I went back in, and I was just looking for one seat, you know, at the best price. So then one was available, GA Pit, this general admission pit, I thought, and then it had a row and a seat number, and I was like, why do they have? So I said, I may as well just get it, and then I ended up getting another one, like 18 rows back on the like, I think the left side, which is actually still a good ticket. So I called the venue after the Xfinity Center, and this was still pre-sale day, so there was no, they weren't busy, and she said, oh no, if it's GA. There's no seating. If it's a pit, it's just they put the seat and the row numbers. So just for their own inventory, so they know how many tickets they sold. But the pit is still standing. So I'm sorry, Lana. I love you. Who loves you more than me? But you know, I've been through this at the El Rey, and then when I say in Boston at the House of Blues, it's a freaking nightmare. It's a nightmare, I tell you. But anyway, so I got a good seat. I'll sell the pit ticket, I'm sure. So that's one thing. Let's see. Since that time, too, this Lana Del Rey, you know, you cannot stay out of trouble. Well, there's always something in the news with you. First of all, let's talk about this song that you had recorded for the Brian Wilson album. I think it's called The Last Song. Well, the album came out, and Brian Wilson, they put his version on. It's his song. And I wasn't clear at that point if you had actually recorded it or done like some demo stuff, but they didn't. You didn't finish. They said you had scheduling issues. Then after it was released, I read an article, and it's one of the guys, Don Was, I think his name was. He's been around too. Said that you did record a version. It's beautiful. It's great, but they just decided to put Brian Wilson's version on the record. So that means it exists. So, Lana, I know people, and I know people that know people, and they know people, and I'm going to try and push to maybe have them at least release it on YouTube. I'd love to hear your version. It'd be awesome. So, I'm going to do my best. Oh, Bob, I know you'll get it done. I have great confidence in you. Well, Lana, hold on. I said I know people that know, you know, I can't take responsibility for their actions. Oh, Bob, don't worry. I bet if you put your mind to it, you can get it done. I can't wait to see it on YouTube. Lana, you know, I'm not saying it's necessarily going to be on YouTube. I mean, it's possible. It exists. It probably would be good for the record. But let's just say I'll put it out there and we'll see what happens. Oh, man. I got to watch myself something. Anyway, so there's that. Then also, this movie called The Age of Adelaide, is it Adelaide? Adelaide came out. And there's a few days before it was released, there's a little preview trailer, and it has a Lana Del Rey song over the, you know, the background. So I'm thinking, oh, it's going to be in the movie, or it's going to be on the record. Turns out, and a lot of other people did, and it also got people excited to see the movie. Turns out, so far, I don't think it's not on the soundtrack album. They put a list of, there's a bunch of songs that are on the album by some noted artists. And I saw online on YouTube, I posted, you know, is this in the movie? And a bunch of people posted back to me saying, you know, they went to see the movie. It's not in the movie. It's not over the credits. So I don't know. It's not your fault. But I think they just do it, you know, the powers that be, they want to cross as many bases as they can, you know, covering the YouTube and the Twitter and the Instagram and all these other places just to get people to see the movie. So that was a little weird, but don't worry, I still love you. Oh, Bob, I know you do. Let's purr now. Oh, Lana. I'm so excited. So anyway, so now moving forward, the reason this is the calm before the storm is, and like I say, it shouldn't matter to me, but what's like tomorrow, she's playing with Courtney Love, and then I think they're doing 8 shows together, and then I'm seeing her with Courtney Love, and then when she plays in Massachusetts, Grimes, who I've seen online now, but I was not that familiar with, this young woman. But the wolves are going to come out and the media and the writers and the people, the critics. You know, I've read many places now, they acknowledge that you have, and I've seen a term which I came up with, your rabid fan base. You know, they know you have this just solid fan base. But still, people are going to write things. They got to find some way to put you down. So that kind of thing is going to make me crazy. After every concert, you know, I look at the reviews of the different city, and you got to find some bozo who thinks he's real, like, what, man, I've been around, you know, like the Beatles and Bob Dylan were going to lead us into righteousness, you know, and Lou Reed, and, you know, I like all these guys. Hell, I'm a hardcore David Bowie fan, but my God, you're just a singer-songwriter. You resonate with some people, and that's it. They like it. So what I would like to say to all those critics before you even write this, take a big bowl, make a big hot duty in the bowl, then put some whipped cream and some chocolate syrup on it, and then eat it. You can have a duty sundae. Bob, don't be so crude. Oh, Lana, I apologize. You know what? I'm sitting here with the most radiant, beautiful woman, and I'm talking like an 8th grader. But there is something funny about the word duty. Can you say duty? Bob, I'm sorry. Okay, you're right. That was kind of immature of me. And, you know, people can write what they want. I don't care. Let them do their thing. But still, like I say, after every show, I'm going to be checking things and seeing things. And the cool thing is, on YouTube, people put, and Twitter too sometimes, as the show's happening, I would see little clips. So I can kind of, even without being there, watch it. For me, it's interesting. I can hear you sing anytime, you know, on the computer, on my iPod. But the thing I love the most, and I can't explain it, is I like being in the presence of other fans. The thing I'm looking forward to the most, and I have a Moto X smartphone. The phone's good. The camera's not that great, though, especially at night. So I don't know how great. I may have to make other arrangements at the concert, but we'll see. But when you first come out, and there's tons of clips on YouTube, and you do Cola. I don't know if you're going to open with Cola at this tour. When you first come out and the place goes bullshit, I just love, I get chills. I love, and at the Hollywood Bowl, it's going to be out of control. I mean, it's going to be out of control. Just the screaming, the shrieking. So, I mean, I just can't wait. So let's see what else. So we'll just have to, the other strange thing, Lana, too, I wanted to talk to you about, and I'm not telling you how to do your life. When I was growing up, I'm so old, you know. I'm probably older than your dad. Artists would tour, they would release an album, and they would tour to support the album. And the standard thing was, you know, you'd watch them playing, and they'd play the songs people were familiar with, the hits, and then they'd go, now we're going to do one of the new ones. And everybody would give a cursory, like, you know, clap their hands and listen, and, you know, and then they clap after. But they really wanted to hear the songs they were familiar with. Because for the most part, the record maybe had just come out, and there was a balance of, if people bought the record, the radio stations would play it more, but the people didn't know if they wanted to buy it, if they hadn't heard on the radio. So a lot of times when bands are touring, people really weren't yet familiar with the new material. But in your case, or any artist's case these days, you know, you can release, and people do, videos on YouTube and get them acclimated to new songs which people would love to hear live. I mean, with Ultraviolence, you did that too. You toured, and then at the end of the tour, Ultraviolence was released. And I don't know, that might have been a scheduling thing by the time we're done. And you got a new album coming out called Honeymoon. I think it was tentative for June, but who knows? I have no idea at this point. It's just odd that you were touring and then released the record, but Hey, what do I know? It's not Baba Del Rey, it's Lana Del Rey. So, I don't know. There's other strange things. At some point, I may make a video. Someone had once posted if I do a review of her records, which I could do. And there's a lot of stuff that's happened in the last 3 years, you know, because that, you know, I watch this media stuff. But I don't have the energy now. It's interesting, you know, if I Google your name and I see one little new thing, and then within a few days or even a day or two, that whoever released that to the press or whoever put that out on the interweb, suddenly everyone's quoting that as though it's fact. I mean, there's so much misinformation, not just about you, everything on the web. If it's on the interweb, it's not true, except for this video. So Lana, I know that you see all my videos, and I expect when I get to Hollywood that you're going to say hello to me from the stage, right? Because you know what I always say, you know, Lana loves you, Bob loves you, God loves you. So I want you to say that, okay? I don't know if that'll really happen, but... So I want you to have a safe tour and enjoy yourself 100%. Don't worry about what people say. You might think about giving up smoking. Oh, I know I should mention that, but whatever. Don't glamorize it anyway. Smoking is bad. You young people at home, smoking is not cool. Cool kids don't smoke. I did smoke when I was younger, but I was also very cool. So, so anyway, I don't know what else to say, but all I can tell you is, like I always say, God loves you, Lana loves you, and I love you. Bye bye. After maybe before I go to Los Angeles, but when I get back from Los Angeles, I'm sure I'll make a video. I'll be freaking out probably, but I'll make a video. Okay? Bye.